Welcome back to Perspective Z, your favorite generational podcast. I'm Katrina.
And I'm Rachel. Do we have a lot to talk about? I think we have a lot to talk about. What do we have to talk about today, Katrina?
We have life to talk about.
We do? What's happening in life?
I don't know. I feel like this week didn't really happen because I don't remember anything that I did on any specific day. And so I'm like...
I do.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, moving on.
I was like thinking about my favorite thing and I was like, I don't know what I did this week. So, like I know what happened, Wednesday, because there was a scary thing happening in my state, but we're not going to talk about it because I don't want to.
Okay.
But, yeah, that's the only thing that I remember that happened this week, and that wasn't a good thing, so I was like,
Fair enough,
then I thought of what happened yesterday, because I at least remembered that, so.
You do remember yesterday? I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
How's your world this week, besides the thing?
Well, my niece is here, and my sister, I guess.
Yay!
They're downstairs sleeping because they got in at midnight our time, which is, like, 10 their time. So right now, it's 10 a.m. our time, but 8 a.m. their time, so it's all complicated, and they're not adjusted to the time switch yet, so they're asleep.
Yeah. Jet lag is fun.
I got one baby kiss last night, and then I went to bed because I had to be up early this morning for an AP US history practice test that I got extra credit for.
Ooh, fun times.
I got my AP Chem grade up to a B!
I'm so proud of you!
And it's about to soar up to an A because I have a test retake that's gonna add 50 points to my grade.
Yeah. We had a lot of scheduling. I had a lot of scheduling stuff, so I was going to, retake one of the math tests that I got, like, a 52 on. I was gonna retake that on Wednesday, and then we didn't have school on Wednesday. And so, like, everything I had scheduled for Wednesday, and then we didn't have school on Wednesday, and so I was
no.
Okay. Like, it's a good thing that I don't have to stress and put everything back in one day, but, like, rescheduling is...
Make sure you don't schedule everything on the same day.
Yes, because that is not good for your physical or mental health. So
Correct.
Yeah.
My GPA right now is almost at a 4.0. You know how happy that makes me?
Wow.
I've been working really hard this semester to get it up.
A 4.0 for this semester or for this year?
This semester.
Okay.
We're not talking about last semester.
Last semester.
It was bad.
But yeah, I was supposed to present my personal project, which is this. I was supposed to present that on Wednesday, and I don't have to present that until next Friday, so probably by the time we're recording next week, I will have,
Do you have to play, like, snippets of the podcast for him?
I mean, it's not necessarily a presentation, it's like a show and tell, like, science fair-esque setup.
Oh, okay.
So, like, I could play snippets, but, like, they couldn't necessarily be heard because it's in a gymnasium and it's, like, super loud because there's a bunch of teenagers.
You're embarrassed and you don't want people to hear this podcast.
No. I want people to hear it because why else would we be making it if it wasn't for people to hear it? So
that's an accurate point you've got there.
Yeah, but so hopefully that goes well. We'll see.
We shall see.
But yeah, that's what's going on.
I wish you the best of luck on that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What can I say except you're welcome? Copyright strike.
Oof.
Would we get a copyright strike for that? For like 5 seconds of poorly singing a song? Would we? I don't know. I don't know how copyright strikes work.
I don't know either. It's probably something we should learn about if we're gonna keep making this, but you know.
I mean, like, yeah, probably. But does that mean we actually will?
Debatable.
So anyway.
Anyways.
I'm proud of you for saying that. What's your favorite thing this week?
My favorite thing this week is seeing people that you haven't seen in a while. And the reason that is my favorite thing this week is because, my grandparents just got back from their, month-and-a-half long trip to Hawaii.
Did she bring the tree back for me?
I don't think she did.
Oh.
She didn't tell me anyways, but she did listen to the podcast while we
Aww.
were gone. So she texted me and she was like, hey.
That's so cute. I love your grandma. I've never met your grandma, but she seems nice.
I love my grandma too.
Okay, then I love your grandma, because if you love your grandma, she's obviously an amazing person, because I trust your judgment.
Aww. But yeah, they just got back from their trip in Hawaii, or I think that's the way to phrase it. But
Trip to Hawaii.
Trip
What?
to
No,
Hawaii.
maybe it is.
Well,
I don't know. I'm
know.
not an English person.
We're just we're just gonna go with it, Rachel.
Okay.
Okay, so they just got back, and usually every Thursday, basically every Thursday since my older cousin was born, it's been it used to be a daycare type thing every Thursday, because my aunt would be working, and so she would just drop my cousin off at grandma's house.
That's cute.
And we've done it every Thursday, well, most every Thursday since. And so it has been a month and a half without one of those, and I wasn't going to the ones before that anyways because I had show. And so
oh right, when you were too busy for me.
I was not too busy for you.
Mm-hmm.
But basically I hadn't had a grandma day since December. And so it was really nice to just see them and hang out. And then yesterday I had my family birthday party with one of my closest friends that I haven't seen in a few...
I wasn't invited?
I didn't think you'd be able to make it, Rachel.
You still send an invitation! It's polite! I'm hurt.
I'm sorry.
I love you.
I love you too.
I love giving you a hard time and you know it.
I know. But it was just really nice to see my grandma, grandpa, cousins, aunt, uncle, and friend that I hadn't seen in... I think it was only a month, but it felt longer. But
Psh, we've gone longer than a month without seeing each other.
We've only seen each other once, Rachel.
Yeah, and we've gone longer than a month without seeing each other.
I know.
What's your point? Ugh. So, just to be clear, if I had been able to come, you would have invited me, right?
Yes, obviously.
Okay. I mean, I can be invited over to your family's house for tea, but I can't come to your birthday.
You could have come to my birthday if you actually could have, but you...
Do you remember in, middle school when people would be like, I'm making my birthday list and you're not invited? Or, people's best friends list? Did anyone ever actually write those down, or was that just a thing you said?
I think it was just a thing people said, but kids were, really mean. Kids are mean.
Kids are mean! Be nice!
Some kids are, super pure and, kind and everything, but some kids are, mean and jerks and stuff.
Mean and jerks and stuff. Yeah. Exactly.
Because I was at the park, yesterday, because we walked to the park, I don't know why, we just did. And there was this, there were a bunch of teenagers playing on the playground because it was, 7 or 8, and so the teenagers were acting all cool hanging around the playground or whatever.
I love that that's a thing that cool teenagers do. They go to the playground.
Yes. And there was this one, 2-year-old boy, and he was just so cute, and he was waddling around the playground equipment, and he kept going down the slide multiple times and, going, wee! kitty.
Oh.
And my friends and I were just like
Little
crying.
kids are
because he was
so cute.
Speaking of little kids, what's your favorite thing this week, Rachel?
My favorite thing this week is my niece, because she's downstairs sleeping right now, and I get to spend a week with her.
I'm so happy.
Me too.
That means you're
gonna get lots of baby pictures,
Yes.
and you're just gonna have to deal with it.
I like dealing with baby pictures.
Awesome.
But,
Because, I have the cutest niece on the planet.
I would argue with you, but I don't have a niece because my only brother is younger than me. So.
Yeah, that's fair.
But, yeah, your niece is very, very cute.
She's so cute. And last night she got to pet the cat, which we had to, keep an arm so we could grab the cat if and when she got overwhelmed and started to try and bite. But apparently that is the longest any animal that's that soft has let Harper touch it. So she was very excited to pet the kitty.
Oh.
What's your favorite thing this week?
We already did my favorite thing.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, it was seeing people you haven't seen in a while.
Oh, yeah. Hey, that's kind of like my favorite thing.
Yeah. We had very similar favorite things this week.
We did. You copied me.
We also have very similar favorite songs of the week. And you
They're from the
copied me
same
for that.
band.
Yes, they are from the same band.
What's your favorite song this week?
My favorite song this week is Broken by Lovely the Band.
I like that you're broken like me.
Yes, that one.
My favorite song this week is also from Lovely the Band, and it's Maybe I'm Afraid. I didn't like it at first, just because, I don't know. I got a weird vibe from it, and then I kept listening to it more this week especially, and I was like, this is an amazing song. And, I think I've mentioned it before, I'm the one that puts all the music together so it can go on air for the radio station I work on. So I actually had to, record this song, and so I heard it before a lot of other people had heard it. And it was, I don't know, I feel like it was a song I had to get used to.
Yeah, I get that.
So anyway, what should we talk about next?
I don't know.
Me either. Decisions are hard.
Decisions are hard.
Let's stop making decisions. But then again, that's a decision we'd have to make.
Yeah.
What's trending on Twitter this week?
There wasn't a lot, honestly.
Don't they know we have to make a podcast segment out of it?
I guess they don't. But
How rude.
exactly. But
I've been watching a lot of Full House lately.
I know, I think you've mentioned that every week this month.
Because I'm rewatching the entire series.
That's a good show.
It's such a good show. And right now I'm at the point where, Michelle is... I think she's 6.
Aww.
So it's right at that, it's so weird to watch it. Because now DJ is, your age. She's going into her junior year next year. It's just, it's wild. Because this is,
But anyways, now that we got off on a Full House tangent,
Do we ever not get off on a tangent?
we never don't get off on a tangent.
We always get off on tangents.
Exactly. But, this one thing that I saw trending on Twitter, my brother showed me last night, it's a new meme.
Memes!
So, I figured we should talk about it since we are teenagers and obviously teenagers...
Immersed in meme culture.
Exactly. But the title of this Twitter moment is Lies Don't Stand a Chance with This New Meme. And so basically, there was this old TV show called Beyond Belief Fact or Fiction, where I looked
I'm
it up.
intrigued.
Yeah, I looked it up, and it was this it was this show back in the 80s, 90s,
Old
where...
people time.
I wasn't gonna say that.
But you were thinking it.
But the show is basically, from my understanding, like, they would tell you a bunch of stories that seem impossible. Like, they would tell you 3 or around that many. And one would be based on true events, and then, like, the audience would have to guess which one was true.
Interesting.
And then at the end of the episode, they would tell you which one was true and which one was fake.
The original fake news.
I mean, if you want to think about it like that.
Are we allowed to talk about fake news on here?
No.
Oh, okay.
But this new meme is basically him just saying it's false or we made it up. It's totally fiction for like 47 seconds. Oh my gosh. And so, like, a bunch of people are stealing that and using it, like, me. I'm going to start exercising daily and eating healthy. Also me. It's false. We made it up. Pure fiction.
I love it!
And so, it's just a new meme, and I think I like it. Like, it's a video that's 40, 50 seconds long, so it gets old pretty fast because it's the same thing over and over. But, like, if you're scrolling past it and you see it, then you're like, okay, that's funny, but after a few seconds you're like, okay, I get it.
Okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm here for it.
Yeah. When a student says they had a project but they lost it on the way to school. It's totally made up. Pure fiction.
I love it. I love memes. They bring joy to my sad little heart.
Me too.
Is there anything else trending today?
Not on Twitter.
Wow, Twitter has been just not trendy.
I guess not.
It's wild.
Or it's just not things that we can necessarily talk about it.
I mean, fair.
But I also don't know if we could make things up that that
was that a...
Yes, it was.
Okay.
Okay. But yeah, what should we do now?
What's trending on... What's the other thing we talk about trending on? YouTube?
YouTube?
Yeah.
Yes. So the first thing, and I saw your confused look when you saw this on the document, but, this was like a Sesame Street and Game of Thrones crossover, and Game of Thrones has basically been all my Twitter feed has been, like, as of whenever the first episode of the season came out. And I don't watch Game of Thrones.
Me either.
And I have no desire to.
Kind of same.
So, like, it's good that a bunch of people are bonding over it and stuff, but not for me personally.
Yeah.
Like, I played the theme song a few years in orchestra because it's very much violin, cello, viola stuff, but yeah. Anyways, that's not what's trending on YouTube. What's trending is the crossover. And basically, it is just this, like, clip. It's this clip where, these two characters are arguing at, this medieval table, as Game of Thrones goes, I guess. And then they're arguing, and then Elmo just pops up wearing this, like a soldier outfit or something, and he's like, you guys are arguing, and when me and my friends are arguing, I think that you should listen to what the other person has to say. And they're like, okay, we could try that. And so I didn't know how to feel about it, honestly, because it's only like a minute long, but I thought it was kind of weird that they decided to do like Game of Thrones. Like, most people that watch Sesame Street
don't watch Game of Thrones.
Yeah, like everybody, like most everybody knows who Elmo is, obviously. But I feel like it's a little weird because it was posted on the Sesame Street YouTube channel. And so I feel like a bunch of little kids would be like, "Oh, what's Game of Thrones?" And then they'd watch it, and that is not suitable for children.
Yeah, basically.
So I didn't know how to feel about it.
I feel interesting about it, personally.
Explain how you are feeling interesting about it.
I just like Game of Thrones and Sesame Street. What? Why are those two... What?
I mean, that also might be the point, is like confusing the audience so that they click it. That's what clickbait is, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you never know.
I will say, there was one other thing trending on Twitter that you didn't put on trending, but I saw and I want to talk about. And it's watching parents celebrate their children who have autism.
I didn't see that one.
It's really cute. So it's their parent, like the parent says, "This is my son Jake, he's everything. You know that feeling when warm sun touches your face? That's Jacob. You can't help but smile. Pure happiness. He's tall, dark, handsome, mischievous. He's 12, loves his sister, and he's got this pesky thing called autism. Who's your kid?" And so it's a bunch of other parents talking about their kids, and then the last sentence is all of them, and he's got this, they've got this pesky thing called autism. And it's really cool.
I didn't see that, and I definitely would have added it if I did see it, but that is really cute.
Yeah, it's really cute, and it's cool that it's like people are responding so well to the hashtag, or it's not really a hashtag, it's just like a trending.
Yeah.
And it's showing that like parents aren't defining their kids by the autism, which is really, really cool.
Yeah.
So
Anyways. I guess we're just going Twitter trending, YouTube trending, Twitter trending.
I guess.
But do you have anything else to say on the Game of Thrones Sesame Street crossover?
I don't think so.
Okay. The other thing that I saw trending on YouTube was GMM did an episode where they were trying different flaming hot snacks.
Oy vey.
And I was just wondering, like, can you deal with flaming hot, or is it too much for you, or what's your favorite flaming hot spicy food?
I can't do spicy.
Yeah. I get that. I feel like I can have maybe one or two, like, flamin' hot Cheetos before that's my limit, but spicy things that I can handle are, like, I lost my train of thought. Cinnamon bears.
Oh, interesting.
And, like, hot tamales. I can do that kind of spicy, but those aren't necessarily made to be super spicy.
Yeah. I don't mind cinnamon things.
Yeah.
Also, it's just if I have too much of them. Sour Patch Kids are amazing. Those aren't spicy, those are sour.
Yeah, those are sour.
Lemon, like the warheads.
I have never had a warhead, ever.
You've never had a warhead? They destroy your mouth.
Yeah, and that's why I'm not doing it.
We used to have competitions on, like, how many could you keep in your mouth before you had to spit some out because it was too sour.
Oof.
I would always get, like, 2, and then I'd be like, I'm done.
Yeah, I I feel like there's some things that I have a tolerance for, but also there's some things that I don't, and that's how humans work, so I guess I'm just figuring this out. I don't know.
I love you.
I love you too. But, like, I can deal with, because a lot of people can deal with spicy, but, I remember when I was a kid, we had these, like, red hot, sprinkles.
Chili peppers.
No, red hot sprinkles.
Oh.
Where it was just these, like, red circles, and I had one, and I remember it absolutely, like, burning my mouth, and I hated it. But I feel like if I had one now, then it would be different. I just think it's weird that different people have different tolerances to different things, because...
Oh, me too.
Yesterday, my cousins and I were, like, pretending to try and do pull-ups, but a few of them were actually doing pull-ups because they're strong and stuff.
And stuff.
Yeah. And then I tried to do one, and I got, like, an immediate callus on my hands.
Oh.
And everybody's like, your hands are so soft, and that's... Yeah, so...
They're soft like your heart.
Aww.
I love you.
I love you too. But, yeah, I just think it's interesting.
The fireballs, not the whiskey, but the, like, gobstopper, like, things, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Those were good.
I don't think I've had one of those.
You haven't?
No. I was deprived. It's not my parents' fault, it's my fault because I don't like pushing myself.
I'm here to push you to your limits!
No thanks.
Okay. I love teenagers. Specifically us. I love us, but, like, teenagers, man.
Yeah.
Well, should we move on to our listener questions?
We should.
Alrighty. What is the first listener... Okay, I want you to answer this and be like, I don't know. It's okay. Like, are you pumped to see me? Because you didn't address who it's to.
Okay, just be like...
Not really, you know.
And then, who's gonna announce her? Do you want to? Or do you want me to?
I can.
Since it's your sister.
我的姐姐 in Chinese.
Oh, I thought my headphones were going out and that you were just, like, saying something and I couldn't hear it, and I'm like, oh, she takes Chinese.
She takes Chinese. Alright, what is our first listener question this week? Katrina?
Our first listener question this week is from @JBart17J, and she asks, "Are you pumped to see me?" I mean, I'm not really seeing you.
I think she might have been directing that question to me, Katrina.
Oh. Huh. Are you
Wild.
excited to see Jessie?
I saw her last night in my basement. Not like as a ghost, like she's sleeping down there right now.
I saw her last night.
Ooh.
Spooky.
The ghost of JessBart passed. Of course, I'm excited to see you, but I may or may not be admitting that. But the rest of you, while you don't get to see her, unfortunately, you will get to hear her because she's guesting next week on this very podcast that you're listening to right now.
Wow.
I know, it's wild.
I'm so excited.
Me too. Don't tell her I said that.
She's gonna listen to this episode, probably.
She might not have time while she's still here, because, you know, she's gotta, like, visit people and stuff.
And guest on our podcast.
Yeah, my uncle was here 2 weeks ago, and he said, your sister would never admit this, but, she probably thinks... Or, she definitely thinks this podcast thing you're doing is pretty cool. And I was like, yeah, I know. So, Jessie, Uncle Andy, ratted you out.
That's the tea.
Do you call your aunt and uncle, do you call them, like, Uncle Andy, or do you just say Andy? Obviously, you don't...
I say uncle, and...
See, I do for, like, some of my aunts and uncles, but other ones, like, my Aunt Carrie, I just call her Carrie. But then I have an Uncle Chris, and he's always Uncle Chris. And his wife is Aunt... I don't know, they're more of, like, a proper family. Like, they're very proper in how they act. Not like they are a picture-perfect family, although they are. The tea. So, I always call them, like, Uncle Chris and Aunt Amy. But I think I'm closer to my mom's sister, which is Carrie and Andy. Mm-hmm. So I always just call them Carrie and Andy. It's wild.
Yeah, I think I mostly just call all of them, like, because there's one side of the family that I see more often, so you'd think it'd be less of a formal thing, but I guess I just call all of my aunts and uncles, because there's Uncle Kurt, Aunt Renee, no, I guess I don't call my mom's sister Aunt Leanne. Oh,
some
Auntie,
names, it just sounds weird to, like, call them aunt, or you say aunt.
Yeah. Sometimes it's like, you don't really think about it that much.
No, you don't. It's just like you go with it. It's weird.
Yeah, because there's...
And then my dad's brother is just Danny. He's never been Uncle Danny. He's just Danny.
Yeah. Because there's Aunt Lee... I'm trying to think, because I think we call her Auntie Leanne. That sounds right. And not Aunt Leanne, because that's just weird.
It'll be interesting to me what Harper calls me. Because, like, I'm cool with her calling me whatever. I'm not going to tell her, like... Because, you know, some people are like, you have to call me Aunt whatever. I don't really care. She can call me whatever. I'm just interested to see... She's gonna call
you Aunt whatever.
She's gonna call me Aunt whatever. That would actually be kind of hilarious. Jesse, you're not allowed to push that on her. But I'm very interested to see what she does end up calling me. When she, you know, gets teeth and talks.
Yeah.
So anyway, what's our next listener? Oh wait, it's my turn to ask. Our next listener question is from Emily Hoffman, and she says, what is your favorite Vine? You know my favorite Vine.
Do I?
I'll say it and you'll know it.
Okay.
It's an avocado! Thanks!
I thought that might be it, but...
I love that Vine.
I don't think I have a favorite.
You don't have a favorite Vine? You watch so many Vines and you don't have a favorite Vine. I'm a little disappointed, Katrina.
They're just all so funny.
Except for the ones that are just trash. Yeah. But then they're funny because they're trash.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of specific ones. Because they're obviously, like, the mainstream ones. Mm-hmm. But they're, like, specific Viners that my cousins really like, and so I watch a lot of theirs a lot more.
Do people, like, still make Vines? Is that a thing?
Vine died, Rachel.
Right, but do they make them on YouTube or something? I know Vine died. Aren't they working on a revival that everyone was like, this is stupid?
I think that's just a rumor. But
okay.
I know Thomas Sanders still makes short videos. Not necessarily Vines, but he still makes short videos.
Yeah.
But
He's funny.
I don't think people... I feel like people try and make Vine-esque content on, like, TikTok and stuff, but...
Yeah. TikTok is the new Vine.
Yeah.
But stupid.
Yeah. Because some Viners that my cousins really like are, like, Danny Gonzalez. He's the one that did the... I'm trying to think of one that you would know.
Was he the guy that was dating What's-Her-Face on YouTube and then they broke up? No, that's David. Never mind. Sorry.
Ooh.
I'm a terrible Gen Zer, okay?
We love you anyways.
Aw, thank you.
But Danny Gonzalez, he's done the, "Hey mailman, what you got there? Just this letter. Jonathan, I don't love you anymore." Have you seen that one?
I think I have, yeah.
Okay, and he's also done the killer sneaking around the house with a knife, and then he stops and goes, "Red Robin," and then the person comes out of the closet and just goes, "Yum," and then it's like, "Oh no, yeah!"
Oh my gosh, that's a mood.
And then another one is Drew Gooden. He's the road work ahead.
I sure hope it does.
But, yeah.
I still say that. Like, I say it in my head every time I drive past a road work ahead sign. And I live in the Midwest where there's always road work, so I say it a lot.
I think it's illegal not to say it when you pass the sign.
Literally.
If you know the reference. But there are a few... Because there's one from Drew Gooden that he's like, "Dear Diary, today I couldn't find my diary, so I'm writing this on both of my Kung Fu Panda 2 DVDs." And I'm like, there's some that are just so random that...
That's the beauty of Vine.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
And then there's... I could just go on.
Please do. I find it hilarious.
There's this one, I think it's from, I feel like it's from,
Japan?
No, it's not from Japan. It's from...
Trying to be hip.
I know.
I'm a shoulder.
I'll just say it, and I don't know if it'll come to me, but... "I was thinking you could do some magic. You? Magic? Charles, it says talent show."
I don't know what that's from, but I love it.
Oh, there's, "I should have left you on that street corner where you were standing. But you didn't."
I love Vine. R.I.P. Vine. R.I.P.
I know. I'm just trying to think of more.
Gone but not forgotten.
I don't think Vine, I feel like Vines could be forgotten, and I dread the day that it is, but,
there are just some so iconic. How could you ever forget? Road work ahead? Yeah, I sure hope it does.
Exactly. I'm just trying to think of more Vines.
While you think of more Vines, why don't you go ahead and answer the next question? I mean, not that I don't love this. I just feel like we could be more productive.
There's a few... I'll just, randomly, when I think of them, I'll just, shout them out, and then we'll just move on with our lives.
Okay. I'm good with that.
I mean, there are a lot of Vines that are, funny, but they're not necessarily appropriate, so it's
Katrina!
I'm just saying there's bad language. I'm not saying, inappropriate, well, there are those out there, but I don't know any of those.
That's good.
We're just gonna
think your parents would be upset with you. Anyway, moving on.
Our next question is from @StoryDiver, and she asks, "What is the past tense of yeet?"
Haven't we tried to answer this before?
I feel like we have. Tyler did respond to this tweet and said "ute," but
that's not right.
So it's Y00T because the O's are zeros.
That's not right, Tyler.
I don't think it is.
No, it's not ute. It's... I thought it was yate.
Is it yate or is it yote?
Is it yeeted?
I feel like that would make the most sense, but
yeah,
it's more fun when you come up with different letters.
I yeeted, you yeeted, he, she, it yeeted.
I'm gonna Google it and see.
I will laugh if Google knows the answer to this question.
Past tense of yeet.
And today we're using our Google Pixels. Not sponsored, but totally would.
Ooh, it actually did come up with it.
Oh my gosh, Google.
Yeet has its past tense and past participle. Its past participle is yeeted, and its past tense is yote. Y-O-T-E. Or Y-0-T-E. Yet it can also be yeeted, since it's the past participle. So, it's either yote with Y0-T-E, or it is, yeeted, like we previously stated.
Yeeted is, like, a boring answer. I can't talk. English is very difficult, even for native speakers. Especially for native speakers, actually.
Yeah, especially for non-native speakers, too. I feel bad for all the people that have to learn English.
I feel bad for all of the people that speak English and refuse to learn another language.
Yeah.
But anyway, our next question is from @tdoobie. Hey, Tyler. And
Hi,
she
Tyler.
says, what do you... Nope. Let me try that again. How do you think Endgame will go down? Will Ant-Man expand inside of Thanos? Oh, that's an interesting thought. Will Captain Marvel and Valkyrie get together? Which Avengers will die? I just want all the Captain Marvel. I don't care what else happens. Just show me Captain Marvel.
Have you acted surprised when you heard the Ant-Man expand inside of Thanos. Have you never heard that before?
No, I've been avoiding trailers and stuff.
Okay. I was just wondering, because the Russo brothers have been very into that fan theory and made it their profile picture for a solid week, I think. But
oh, nice.
So I am about to expose myself as a fake fan, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I've only seen 5 Marvel movies. It's not for the lack of wanting to, I want to, I just don't have time with school and everything. I mean, Tori did that, but she's also Tori and she's amazing, so...
Well, that is true. So are you! Watch some Marvel movies. That's your homework.
Okay. I was debating, because when we got this question, I was like, should I watch Infinity War just so I...
Oh my gosh, you haven't seen Infinity War?
No.
Katrina!
I know.
Katrina! Voice crack. Katrina!
I know.
Oh my goodness, child, that is your homework.
The only ones that I've seen is Captain America the First Avenger, Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2, Spider-Man Homecoming, and Captain Marvel.
Katrina.
I know.
Honey, I love you. Get your act together and watch some more Marvel movies.
I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah. So basically, I'm a disappointment.
No, I'm just shocked.
And disappointed.
Katrina. I feel like Miranda sings with how I'm acting right now.
Because I've had, like, the opportunity to, because at one of my family birthday parties, somebody brought Infinity War. They were watching it because it's on Netflix now. And, like, they were watching it upstairs, but my cousins had already seen it and didn't want to cry. And since I was there mainly to hang out with them, I didn't want to just ditch them. And so...
You have one homework assignment.
And when is this homework assignment due?
Next week.
Oh, jeez.
Find time. Watch it in sections if you have to. It's a long movie. So anyway.
I was talking to one of my friends about this week, and he was just like... Because he was talking about how he got Endgame tickets for 3 in the morning. The day before, like, a jazz band thing.
Oh my gosh.
And he was just like... He was asking me if I was going to see it, and I said, not really, I haven't really seen a lot of Marvel movies. And he was like, which ones have you seen? And I told him, and he was like, okay, I'm not judging you, but I'm judging you, and you have to watch them.
Uh-huh. He gets it.
Yeah.
I like this person.
And he said that, he said that before I see Endgame, he will make me be a hardcore Marvel fan.
Good!
I don't doubt him. So, we'll see how it goes.
I'm excited. I'm
too.
excited for you to see the light. And at last I see the light.
At least I've seen some.
Yeah, but you haven't seen all of them.
So you're gonna rat me out for not seeing The Incredible Hulk, Rachel?
Okay, you don't have to watch The Incredible Hulk. That movie is trash.
So I've heard.
So anyway, because my niece is downstairs and I hear her and she is awake and I want to go play with her, can it be time for our favorite segment on this podcast? Let's take a BuzzFeed quiz!
Yes, it can.
Yay! What's our BuzzFeed quiz?
Our BuzzFeed quiz, per usual, is not loading on my end, so you tell the audience what it is.
Alright, our BuzzFeed quiz is order a Chinese takeout, and order Chinese takeout, and we'll give you a bluntly honest fortune cookie.
Because we all need bluntly honest fortune cookies in our lives.
That we do. Let me know when it loads for ya.
I will.
Awesome possum.
On a random side note, I actually, wow, that was a loud sound. Random side note, I actually wore shorts for the first time this year yesterday. So
Proud of you.
I'm pretty pumped about it.
Spring has sprung!
And then it's gonna snow, in 2 days, because that's how weather in my state works. Okay, I am ready.
Awesome. So the first question is, order a starter. Scallion pancakes, crab ragoon, vegetable spring roll, or dumplings?
I picked mine.
Crab ragoon.
Vegetable spring roll.
I don't like spring rolls.
I have good memories with spring rolls because that was the one thing that I had the first time I went to Disney World.
Oh, that's cute.
And they had this little stand, and so I had spring rolls and I didn't know what they were. And so, good memories.
Good memories. Disney memories are always good memories.
Yes. Pick a soup. Miso soup, hot and sour soup, egg drop soup, or wonton soup.
I love miso soup.
I know.
You do?
Yeah, we've discussed it before.
We have?
Yes, we have.
You remember our discussions so much better than I do.
I'm debating between miso soup and wonton soup.
What does your heart say?
My heart says that I'm indecisive, Rachel.
Ask Google!
Hey, Google. Pick a number between 1 and 2.
You could also ask it to, flip a coin or something.
2.
Wonton it is?
Yep.
Awesome. The next question is white or brown rice? White.
Yeah.
It goes with more flavors.
Because I like brown rice, but I feel like white rice. White rice. Wow, that was really bad. Please edit that out.
Maybe.
Rachel.
Love you.
Rachel, I don't want to come off as racist. Please don't.
Yeah, no, I'll edit it.
Okay, good. We're gonna move on.
Anyway. What are your feelings on rice?
I like both of them, but I feel like white rice it goes with more things.
Exactly, yeah. More abstract flavor profile.
Yeah.
Whatever that means.
The next question is pick a main dish. Lo mein, fried rice, cashew chicken, chow mein, orange chicken, or pepper steak.
Fun fact, Mombart is allergic to cashews, so I never get cashew things.
I don't think I've ever had a cashew.
They're not good. I'm gonna go... Why would you pick fried rice as your main dish, though?
I mean, some fried rice is a good main meal. It depends on what it has in it.
Yeah, that's true. I went with pepper steak.
I went with orange chicken because I'm basic.
That's fair.
That's what I get every time I go to Panda Express.
Panda Express isn't real Chinese food.
Well, it's what I get whenever I have Chinese food, so. Also, Panda Express is what I had when I was in your state.
I love my state. I miss you being in my state.
I know, I miss being in your state.
Podcast next week. Hi, Jessie. Hi.
Hi, Jessie.
She says hi. Where's my niece?
I can't wait to be on the show with you next week.
What are you eating?
Jelly beans.
Okay, we're almost done, so.
Are you gonna edit this part out?
Yeah.
No, don't. Leave it in.
Okay. Goodbye, Jessie.
Bye, Jessie.
Pick another main dish to keep as leftovers, but which you'll end up eating as a second course. I forgot I had to read options. Kung Pao chicken, Mongolian beef, sweet and sour chicken, Mapo tofu, sesame chicken, or Kung Pao shrimp. Is sesame chicken spicy?
I'm not sure.
I think it is. So we'll go with sweet and sour.
I just went with sesame chicken because it looked the most like orange chicken.
Okay.
And lastly, what extra sauce do you ask for? Soy sauce, duck sauce, all of them, or no extra sauce, thanks?
No extra sauce.
Yeah, that's what I said too.
I got mine.
What does yours say, Rachel?
Oh, sweetie, fuchsia is not your color.
Oof.
What's yours?
I got, you will get food poisoning sometime in the next 6 months. I can't be more specific than that, though.
Oh.
Okay, I haven't had food poisoning ever, so that's a little terrifying. I don't know what to do with this information.
So anyway.
Should we
Wrap
close
up
out this episode?
I think we should. I'm gonna go snuggle my niece.
Yay, give her extra snuggles for me.
I will.
Good.
I'll say hi to JessBart too.
Even though I just said hi to JessBart.
Uh-huh.
Are you gonna keep that part in?
I haven't decided.
Alright. This has been another episode of Perspective Z. That's been Rachel.
And that's been Katrina.
Thanks for listening.
Bye!
Toodles!